guys did second half, build on that going forward.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the process. We just watched film, so we took good clips of both halves, really, and try to build off of it, and try to learn and execute it game two.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, first half, getting the feel, then second half making those adjustments, a short amount of time, but watch film and then, game plan for next game.
Royce, how much do you feel like the strength of the team is sort of the different looks you guys can throw at James Harden? I mean, obviously both of you can guard him. Do you feel like the different defenders could, in future games kind of mess him up a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going into the series, we said cross matches are going to be a big thing. So, everybody's going to have their chance to guard him. You just got to make it tough, take away those shots you like getting them.
Jay, why were you guys able to find some success with the small lineup, especially in the second half?
Yeah, thank you.
I just think we just tried to take away what they were doing early in the first half, trying to make these guys uncomfortable as possible. They're a good rhythm offensive team, and we just wanted to get into them and make it as difficult as possible and give them a little different look. I felt like in the first half they had got comfortable a little bit, and we just wanted to give them a different look and see how it goes.
Jerry, is it, when you guys are getting back on D, is it hard to kind of identify all the cross matches? And I mean, obviously you guys keep eyes on Harden and Chris Paul, but is it hard to kind of match up with the other guys?
I mean, it takes all five guys on the court communicating, that's for sure. But like you say, you have to accept it. So if they're cross-matching, they're running back, you just got to demand the guy and stick with him for that possession and work it out. And that causes every guy on the court to know each guy's tendencies and what he likes to do. So you have to communicate on the court very well in the situations that we're putting ourselves in, which is in transition, and working itself out in the half court and getting these guys in front of us and making it as tough as possible.
Obviously, you're not going to tip your hand on the game plan or anything, but after watching the film, sitting down the day after, anything that you discovered that maybe you didn't notice while the game was going on?
I mean, they made a lot of tough contested shots. I give James Harden credit. He made a lot of shots with a hand in his face, but I feel like we still could have did more, and we as a group feel like we could have did more on him in this ISO situations, and they made a lot of, especially they made threes in transition, which we want to take out of the game, period. We want to take the three out of the game as much as possible, so we'll do a good job in game two.
How do you adjust to playing without Ricky Rubio at the point guard position?
I mean, well, all guys have to step up, but at the same time, we have the similar offense. We just have to be more in tune with getting the ball in the paint. Ricky does a great job of getting the ball in the paint and driving and creating for others. So it takes every guy on the court to step up and bring something else to his game and to help our offense generate success on that end of the court.
For both of you guys, how do you make James Harden uncomfortable?
Well, I'm not going to give you the recipe and you go type it, and then he reads it, and then he's prepared for it. So that's a bad question.
Okay, well, generally speaking?
You just got to make it tough. You give him different looks. You don't want to make him comfortable. Once he feels that you're playing in one way, he try to take advantage of it and get into a rhythm that way. So you have to switch it up, and that's what we plan on doing.
What are some of the things he does that just makes him so challenging as a player?
Obviously, he has the ball on the string. He can dribble the ball and create for himself with his dribble, off the dribble. So, and he makes contested shots. When it comes down to it, I think a lot of his threes he made last night were contested. It was just a matter of him getting into a rhythm before the three was even taken, which is him rock stepping or him dribbling between his legs and getting that type of rhythm to even pull up for the jump shot. So
you look at a game like the game they lost at Minnesota, and maybe look into that and see what they did to him or what he didn't do in a game like that.
I mean, they played harder. I think they won it by just playing harder and executing their game plan. To be honest,
Was it a little difficult, mentally, being? You guys played a lot of really good defensive possessions and they made shots anyway. I mean, is that demoralizing, or is that one of those things where you say, hey, you just got to keep playing the course a little bit?
Yeah, it's the course of the game. You can't get too frustrated with the process. In the game, you don't win the game in the first quarter. You don't win the game in the first half. So you got to stay the course and trust in your teammates and trust in our coaching staff and our game plan is the right one. So we're not hanging our heads low. If these guys are going a crazy run in the first quarter, we're just going to stick to the process and play it out, and we know that we can get it done.
for
Royce,
both.
are there any instincts left over, sort of defensively, rules that you had against OKC that have to change when you're playing the Rockets? Or some implicit decisions you really need to alter?
I mean, just sticking with our keys, you know, transition defense, and then, you know, being physical, take away their easy shots, make them tough ones.
Jay, your 3-point shooting has been pretty good in the last couple games. Is there anything different that you're feeling or seeing?
Just trying to be aggressive. Like I said, Ricky's out. That's a lot of our offense, and I'm just trying to be aggressive and give our offense something because we're missing a key player right now, and just got to step up. Like I said, each guy had to step up and do something to help our team win games.
What are the little things? Like you have a number of different guys running the point. A guy like Donovan, a rookie, or you end up with Exum coming off the bench. You have guys that are running the point. It's such an important thing. What are some of those little things that the other four can do on the floor just to make their life easier and make the offense flow?
Well, obviously you can't put all of them, all the pressure on those guys to play make.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put it on myself and Joe, and even the way their defense is played, our bigs have to play make as well with the way they defend. We have to get the ball to them, let those guys play make a little bit to take the relief off of our guards and the way they're playing us. So it's a collective effort from all of us to get the job done on the offensive end.
Royce, what's this experience like for you to go from the emotion of your first playoff series against OKC and tee it up against these guys? What's that like?
I mean, it's just, you know, I just got to compete, you know, do what I have to do for us to win, help us out, you know. I mean, each series is tough. I mean, guarding different guys, different game plans, so just executing it.
Is it fun?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's basketball, so.
You guys were rushed into that first game after your series against OKC. These 2 days going to help, beneficial to you guys to have a couple days in
Oh,
between?
no doubt. But we're not making excuses. That was the reason why we got defeated. But I think we'll be fresher and more engaged in what we have to do to take away what they like to do on both ends of the court, and we'll be a little fresher to get game 2 underway.
Yesterday, even during timeouts, there's like this poise. There's this communication. It's like you guys are in like a study group. You're discussing kind of what's going on. How do you describe kind of the preparation that this team takes and kind of the study that you guys use to improve the way you did game to game in that Oklahoma City series and really all throughout the year?
Well, the communication is at a high for our group, and our coach and player relationships is pretty good. They listen to us. We listen to those guys, obviously, and we try to come together as one to make the best situation on the court come true. We're the ones out there playing, but the coaches have the game plan, and we just try to communicate throughout runs and during the game. We communicate through what we feel like on what's different on the court and what we should change or what we should stick to, and just try to have that relationship with our coaching staff, and it's been good, and it helps us out a lot, especially when the teams go on run. We don't panic or anything. We just try to talk it out and then come make a run of our own out of the timeout. So there's no panic factor in our group and our coaching staff and our players, so it's pretty good. It's fun to be a part of it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.